kitchen time. Gonna do some kefir. Gonna do some making dinner. Had a busy, crazy day. Busy, crazy day. Hey, hey. Welcome, everybody. Hi. How goes it? Cooking dinner, hanging out in the kitchen. I've got a little hash going. Hi! You were scrolling my storefront? There's some fun stuff in there. I'm not quite done yet. I want to add some more recipes with like all of the ingredients that you need for the recipes right there. So you have the recipe and all of the ingredients. So you can just boom, 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 get all the things and do it. Pretty awesome. But I did a deodorant one. I don't know if you saw that one. The deodorant is in there. I want to do one for tallow stick. Pretty excited to have everything accessible because up until now, anytime someone needed something, I just like go pull you a link and send it to you. So now I can be like, go to my storefront. It's all approved things that I have used or I want to use. They're all in there. I am down to 1 jar of kefir right now, so I think I'm gonna just make 1 jar for myself and the kids will have to have yogurt. What up, Holly? I washed my hair for my pictures today. It was not as fluffy as I wanted. I want it to be fluffier. Didn't get to it all yet, just finished my kefir. Came out so much better today, yes. We're hammering it in. Hey girl, hey green eyes. Hey Nettie. My oldest said 1 jar of kefir, that's not good. I know, right? Good, yes. And they grew half a tablespoon, heck yeah. Thank you. I know, it's not as fluffy as I wanted, but it's okay. Listen, I am to the point now where I'm like, not like I'm going to put hairspray in it. You get what you get. My girlfriend, we took a couple pictures inside. Oh, hi, Amy. I'll try to remember. When it's not in the screen name, it's hard for names to stick in my brain. Until you're like in my phone under a phone number, for whatever reason, names don't like to stick in my brain. But it's good to meet you, Amy. I'll try to remember that. Anyway, so my friend who took my headshots, she was like, I'll keep taking pictures until you're happy. And I was like, no, this one's good enough and that one's good enough. It's fine. You don't know how to change your screen name? It's in your profile. You have to like open your profile and you can change it. She was like, but no, I could keep taking them. I'm like, look, if I don't have full makeup on, if I'm not wearing like professional makeup, I'm never gonna be happy. I am a major perfectionist, so I have gotten to the point now where I'm just like, it's good enough. Like, I can't sit there and wait for something to be perfect. Perfect is a fallacy. It's not a real thing. So I am in my years of good enough. I no longer can sit here and worry about it. Yeah, that kiwi thing was interesting. You should try it and see how it goes. I know, she's so sweet. She's so sweet. I've always been kind of vain. If, like, I'm sure you guys get that, where, like, you look at yourself in a picture and you're like, ugh. And I did some modeling when I was younger, and I had amazing photographers, and like full makeup, and I was in this like glamorous industry. So for me, like, this isn't photo ready, but I had to get past that. Like, I would have never started sharing on social media if I was still striving for perfection. Like, there was just no way. Mentally, I would have just kept filming stuff and never posted it. And I did it for like 3 years. I would film stuff, I would film content, and I would never post it because I'm like, it's not good enough. It's not perfect. It's not. And that's no way to live. Like, how many people have I met on here that are awesome, that are learning how to do stuff now because I got over myself. I got over my vanity. Like, I don't wear makeup anymore. I don't, like, I used to be like fake eyelashes. I just don't. Yeah, it was not cute. Will you be making chocolate syrup for your kids soon? I want to make it, but I want to see how you make it. It's so easy. I still have some left. Carrie, it's so easy. It's just literally water, chocolate, like cocoa powder, and whatever you want to sweeten with. It's not, you just cook it down for like 5 minutes and stir it so it doesn't burn. Put a pinch of salt in there. It's so super, super easy. It's not hard. Hey, beachy girl. What's happening? I have some hash going over here. Little hash. So this is just breakfast sausage, onions, potatoes, and I'm going to season it up with a little garlic powder and some paprika. Yeah, it's so super easy. So it's probably like a cup of maple syrup, a cup of water, and like a quarter of a cup of chocolate syrup. I have our chocolate cocoa powder. It's posted on my page. There's a reel from Valentine's Day. I don't know if I labeled it clearly. You could use honey. You could use maple syrup. Not that kind of hash. You could use coconut sugar. You could use regular sugar if you want. You could use cane sugar. I did maple last time. The maple was really good. No, this is breakfast hash, not that kind of hash. You're so funny. You're so funny. I need to put a little salt in here. I went to, oh, she rolled on. No, if I was on hash, I'd probably be sleeping. Went over to a friend's house today for the first time. She lives up in the foothills outside of Colorado, and it was really fun. It's really pretty up there. It was like 10 degrees colder up there. We had lunch. She made this delicious chicken liver mousse. It was so good. Yes, you can mix it with kefir. Absolutely mix it with kefir. Do like 2 tablespoons in your kefir. Keep it short. We did a little hike. It was more like a walk. It wasn't like a hike. Hey, Suni. Missed the beginning. I am making breakfast hash. So it is just breakfast sausage, like the bulk breakfast sausage. This is 2 1-pound packages, a half of an onion, and this was like 4 smallish potatoes, par cooked, and you just chop them up and throw them in. Grab my strainer. Yeah, California foothills are different. Yeah, it's really pretty up there. Really, really pretty. We just went for a little stroll with the kiddos. I'm gonna do my kefir while we're at it. Suni, do you want to do some yoga tonight, or are you tied up? Because I could do this stuff and then we could roll downstairs to my fitness center and do the thing. If you wanna. If not, no big deal. But we have people chilling. They might want to do some yoga with us. Tied up. Okay, it's no problem. No problem. We'll plan it like 2 weeks out maybe. Not next week. I'm super busy next week, but maybe the following week. I don't think I have anything on my calendar for that Saturday. We'll have to look. Yeah, it's no big deal. We'll plan it far enough in advance that we can let everybody know. Sometimes stuff comes up. It was a busy day. Oh, you want to do tomorrow? Okay. Should we do it in the morning sometime? I don't know what my family wants to do, but it's my birthday tomorrow, so if I want to do a little hour of yoga, I am making a breakfast sausage hash, and I'm working on my milk kefir. This is for my breakfast tomorrow. Yeah, I'm super down for some yoga on my birthday. That sounds awesome. Thank you. Yeah. Birthday girl yoga. My husband's like, what do you want to do? I'm like, I don't want to do dishes. 10 a.m.? Totally. So that's 11 a.m. my time. 10 a.m. your time. I'm the second person you know who has March 16th for their birthday. I have always known at least 2 people that have my same birthday. Like, even in school and stuff, there's always people with birthdays right around mine. Like, my best friend's kids, their birthdays are all right around mine. Her mom's right around mine. It's 5:52. Yeah, so it's 6:52 here. So if it's 10 o'clock your time, it's 11 o'clock my time. Your bestie turns 40 tomorrow? Aw, she's a year behind me. I turn 41 tomorrow. Last year was my big 40. We went out roller skating for my birthday last year. It was fun. Yes, they do like to have babies in the spring. What is... Oh, oh my gosh. Jumping Jehoshaphat. Did that make you guys dizzy? It just took a dive. Sunday, March 16th here in Singapore. Oh, it's already my birthday in Singapore. Might be able to do 9:30. Okay. Let's just plan on 10. Yeah, I have a serious case on my phone because I do have a tendency to drop it. And that's not even the craziest drop that I've ever done. One time I was filming myself making things, and my my thing started falling, and my phone fell into a pot of boiling water all the way to the bottom. Ooh, from the studio, live from the studio. That would be cool. At 9:30 then? Well, we'll save the replay, Amy, so don't even worry. My whole screen is busted right now from dropping it. Oh my gosh. I have the most like heavy duty shock resistant case because I drop it all the time. Another time that I dropped my phone somewhere in a bad spot, I dropped it into a bucket of active soap batter, and it survived. Yeah, the phone survived. Cuckoo bananas. I like pulled it out, like blowing into the port. It's a miracle. Here in Colorado, it is just about 7 o'clock. So I'm in Mountain Time. So 9:30 tomorrow for her. She's on Arizona time. Is 10:30 for me. So that is 10:30 Mountain Time. So then on the East Coast, it would be 1. Hey, Joy. 1:30? 2:30? No, 10:30, 11:30, 12. It'd be 12:30 Eastern Time for yoga tomorrow. So it might be after church, depending on where you're located. Could still be good. GA time, it's 8:55. Okay. Yeah, so you're 2 hours ahead. Yep, so it would be 12:30 Eastern time for yoga tomorrow. And if you're in California, it would be 9:30. 9:30. Good old time zones. Ooh, that's exciting. We'll be in live session. That would be fun. That's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna tilt this a little bit so you guys can see what I'm doing. Yeah, 9:30. So you're on the same time zone as Suni currently. And for some odd reason, I'm in my own time zone. So goofy. So yeah, I'll put a reminder up. Yeah, it's still gonna be fun, and I will I'll save the live stream. I always save the live stream, so you can always come back and do it later. At your 8 a.m. class, just go live during your 8 a.m. class, because that would be cool too. Just set up your camera and run your class as normal. I would also be into that. You could just like mute it so you don't hear me talking. That could be cool. What do you guys think? Do you want to take part in a real yoga class, or do you think one-on-one after would be better? Let's see what everybody thinks. Because I'm super down for being part of your real class. That sounds cool to me. I need to split off some of my kefir grains. I have some extras here. Let's see. I'm going to take like half a tablespoon. Then you don't have to teach 2 classes. I'm down for that. Let's plan on that. Like maybe you should go live for all your classes. All right, putting my kefir grains back into the jar here. Do after class. Oh, because you don't have their permission. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. All right, so 9:30 it is. Totally fine. This smells super good. I need to eat some dinner. For lunch today, at my friend's house, she made some salads with apples and cucumbers and carrots and spinach, and she made a dressing with kefir in it, and then she had some delicious chicken liver mousse, so it's like even more whippy than pate. It was super good. And so I brought some sourdough loaves and we cut that up and toasted it, put it with lots of butter and the mousse on it. That being said, it was not enough protein for me. I came home very hungry. Where are the best instructions for making kefir? I could send you my kefir book. It's pretty straightforward. You just strain it and give it more milk. You never tried chicken liver mousse? It was really good. It was super good. Basically, all you need to know is that 1 tablespoon of kefir grains, you give 1 cup of milk. So if you have 2 tablespoons of kefir grains, you give it 2 cups of milk. If you have 4 tablespoons of kefir grains, you give it 4 cups of milk. And then you let it ferment for 24 to 48 hours. And then you strain it and you give it fresh milk all over again. Rinse and repeat forever and ever and ever. Okay, I need more milk. Hey kids, can you pause that and grab me a milk, please? I need to go to the grocery store on Monday. There is a big jug of milk, a gallon-sized jug of milk down there. Okay. Please, and thank you. Yeah, I have a lot of lives talking about kefir. A lot of lives. Because I do kefir every day. Yes, that was for second fermenting. I used the half and half. Thank you. Oh, is it frozen? It's very solid. I always do the second ferment because I never have, is it frozen? Hold on. It's just cream cup. It's so thick. Woo! The cream is frozen. This cream top milk is so yummy though. Oh my gosh. What am I doing? Other yogurts? Probably Monday or Tuesday. Probably Tuesday. I need them for Saturday. Yeah, I'll probably do them Tuesday. Oh, chunky. This is for the second ferment. Hopefully this is enough time that it'll be fermented out for tomorrow night or for tomorrow morning. I just can't get ahead. I do so much of it. I drink it all. I need to do it every single day. Yeah, I can send you the book. Teresa, if you DM me, ask for my kefir book and I'll send it to you. I send it. I just can't possibly remember who I need to send what to, so if you don't send me a message, I don't know. Okay, these are done. They're just going over here. I'm gonna cut up this onion. And pop it in the freezer. Because I've been making this a lot and I don't use the whole onion and they mold really fast. So after you cut the onion, it's a really good idea to freeze it so that it doesn't grow mold. There we go. I got some ham from my friend. What are the supplies do we need to make kefir? You need kefir grains. You need a strainer, you need some jars, and you need a bunch of milk. That's it. Do you add anything to your second ferment, such as flavor? Not on a regular basis. Sometimes I do. It just kind of depends on what I'm doing. I have a bunch of different flavoring ideas in my book where you can add in. I've done fruits, I've done dates, I've done garlic is delicious, onions are delicious, you could put in herbs. I'm just to the point now where I've been doing this for like 8 months, and so I just like it plain. Really, really basic. I just straight up drink it. But for making dips and stuff, you can add all sorts of different flavors. You could do like a slice of orange peel, you could do lemon peel, you could do lime peel. You could put orange in there, like actual fruit in there. There are so many options. Any fruit you want. Yeah, literally, I just drink it. I'm like, go, 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 go. I just add more milk for the second ferment so that it stretches it. Because I use raw milk to feed my kefir grains, and it's super expensive, so I don't want to use that for my second ferment. Because it costs me $15 and I can only get it one day a week, and it's, you know, only lasts for so long in the fridge. Whereas the ultra pasteurized Costco A2 milk that I normally use, it keeps in the fridge for like a month. So I can buy 10 gallons and be good. You sent me the recipes. Is that the same as your book? Yeah, it's the same. I think I sent you the book, my kefir guide. I think I sent it to you today or yesterday. I think that's what you're talking about. I'll have to check what I sent to you. I'm pretty sure I sent you my kefir guy. I have one that's just straight up kefir recipes. Those recipes are all in my bigger book. The bigger book has like household cleaning DIYs, it has skincare DIYs, it has sourdough, it has all of the other ferments in there too. It has a couple nourishing food recipes, not a ton yet, but yeah, there's a lot in that one. So sweet. Put these into the freezer. I really need to eat. When am I going to be done with my book? I'm more or less done. I just need to do some formatting stuff. I have a couple more things I want to add into it, but not much. It's basically done. It'll be done. I'll have it released before October for sure. It hasn't really been a huge priority yet. I've had other fun stuff going on. I've been trying to build this more than doing that. Is the A2 milk the same as the kefir grains? Kefir grains are a culture that you have to have. The A2 milk is just what you use to feed it. The milk is the food for the kefir grains. The kefir grains are a culture that you have to buy or be gifted or get from another person. They're living bacteria and yeast that you cultivate and feed. Hey Todd. Yeah, you'll catch on. There's a lot to it, but it's not like, it's really pretty simple. Once you get the concept, if you've done like sourdough bread or something like that, I feel like that helps people understand it a lot better. Hey, B. Because you're basically using these kefir grains. You take the grains and you feed them milk. That's their food. They eat the lactose out of the milk. And after or while they're eating the lactose out of the milk, they are respirating B vitamins and inoculating that milk and turning it into what we consume as kefir. And then you strain out the kefir for you to eat, and then you feed the microbes again, and they do the same thing. So they put all sorts of nutrients back into the milk that are lost during pasteurization. They create enzymes. They create tons and tons of strains of bacteria, and they make all of the nutrients in that milk bioavailable to you, which is really cool. Yeah, it's super simple once you sometimes it takes a second to snap, especially if you've never grown anything microbial before. Sometimes it's just kind of it's a bit of a foreign topic to a lot of people. Yeah, it's just like a kombucha SCOBY. It's also a SCOBY. Kefir grains are also a SCOBY. They're a colony of bacteria and yeast. Yes, it's all about the nutrients over here, Miss Nettie. All about the nutrients. All right, I want to taste this. Let's see how we're looking. I'll unplug you guys so you can look. Ooh. Yeah, it's a concept, but once you understand it, once it clicks, it's where it's at. Oh. Mm. Mm, 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 mm. It has buffalo. I bought buffalo breakfast sausage because they were out of the regular one. It took more than a month. Yeah. Yeah, literally. The only thing is, you gotta sit your butt down. If I'm gonna eat a bunch of this, I need to sit down. Does it last in the fridge? I'm out of town. Oh, like your sourdough starter lasts in the fridge? Yes, but you want to feed it before you put it away. So what you do is you take your milk kefir grains. You want to save like a tablespoon of grains and give them 4 cups of milk. So you put it in a quart-sized jar and then stick it in the fridge while the milk is still fresh. The kefir grains will continue to consume the lactose, but they get really tired when they're in the fridge. They're not very big fans of it. Sometimes it takes them some time to get back and active after they've had some time in the fridge. But yeah, they will eat that. That will keep them alive. And then when you get back into town, you strain that milk out and give them fresh milk and then resume back on the counter. And if you're going for longer than like a week, you want to give them even more food. So if you're going to try to keep them in the fridge for 2 weeks or something, you might want to put them in a bigger jar. Or you could freeze them in some milk. And that'll keep them dormant, completely dormant until you get back. And then you just thaw them out. And it might take them a couple days to get back in action after they've been frozen. But at least they'll still be alive. But they're pretty darn resilient. Honestly, they're pretty darn resilient. My friend, my neglectful friend, yeah, it's literally like feeding a living pet. She left her kefir grains on the counter in the same milk for 7 days. And it split and it looked terrible, but she strained them out and fed them and they were fine. Literally. So it's not that big of a deal. Yeah, they survive freezing. They also survive dehydrating and freeze drying. So tons of ways to preserve this culture. And the coolest thing about that is the fact that they can survive being frozen. They can survive being dried out. That tells us that this is something we are supposed to have. If it is that resilient, that means our world needs to have it or it would have just died off, you know? Yeah, straining is super important because they need fresh milk. Yeah, yep, they're very surviving. Yeah, it's not as hard as a pet. You just have to have a constant supply of milk in your house. All right, put this in the fridge. They're watching Trolls. It has quite the poppin' soundtrack over there. Alright. Well, I'm done with my kefir grains and I want to sit down and eat dinner. Yeah, it's not the best tasting the first few days. All of a sudden your taste buds adjust and it starts tasting good. It's because your body recognizes the nutrients. Your body at first is like, whoa, what was that? I'm not accustomed to sour. But then your body's like, oh wait, no wait, that did some good stuff for us. I think you should drink more of that. And then suddenly you start craving it and your body starts making it taste good because it knows what's good for you. Pretty cool. Our bodies are very, very smart. And they will ask for the nutrients they need in the form that they know it as. So, for example, one of my friends on here, she was like, I've been craving saltine crackers. Like, I want to eat a whole row of saltine crackers. And I was like, or you could try adding salt to your water. And she's like, oh, really? She started adding salt to her water. She's like, oh, the craving for saltine crackers is gone. It's because her body was like, that's a source of good salt. We get a lot of salt from those crackers. I want salt. So that's what I'm going to ask for. Yeah, froyo is not the same. You keep wanting to go drink more. Yes, your body identifies good and it wants more of it. I drank so much kefir. The first month that I was making it, my body was like, oh, more. I would drink 2-3 quarts a day. It just wanted more and more. So I just listened to my body. I take the kefir. I use the kefir as like a meal replacement. And yeah, I drank a lot of kefir this summer. I'll probably be the same this summer. It's really fantastic as a meal replacement. If you can't sit down and eat real food, the kefir has all the nutrients you need. Hey lady, we're talking about milk kefir. We discuss a lot on my page. Milk kefir is quite possibly my favorite topic. I'm cooking some dinner, just hanging out. I made some delicious breakfast hash. I'm gonna make some eggs to go with it. I think I should start my pan. I did not get enough protein today. You're drinking your kefir milk right now? Heck yeah! It's so good for you. My dogs are barking. Hold on. Hi, why are you barking at the door? Why are you barking at the door? You don't usually bark, you usually scratch. And the other ones out there barking? Did you guys see the AI generated song that I did today? Pretty funny. I'm gonna drink some kombucha. I think this is the cranberry kombucha. Oh yeah, that's cranberry. That's so good. Lots of polyphenols in cranberries. Super good for you. Serious kefir addicts. Yeah, love kefir. Kefir is on the brain for sure. How many cycles of fermentation does it take for the dehydrated grains to start making good kefir? Wasn't that funny? Oh my gosh, I need to make a music video for it. So I would say at least 2 batches before it's really good. The first round we did the freeze-dried grains, and I let them sit for 48 hours in the fresh milk, and it set up and everything. It looked pretty good, and I did drink it. It tasted fine, but it takes some time for it to get acclimated. Yeah, the lyrics were AI too. I just gave the AI an idea because it was like, I didn't know how to structure it. So I just gave it some instructions and it wrote the song. It was pretty suited. I just wanted to do like common ADHD issues. I don't forget my keys. I'm not usually late to things. I'm pretty early. I don't have the late version of ADHD. Alright, I'm gonna turn this down. It was fun. Yeah, it was like running through my head, but I had it, the song in my head was like, it was to the tune of Last Friday Night. It's like, last Friday night, last Friday night. But I thought ADHD fit it really good. So I was trying to come up with it. I would have had to sit there and think way too long, and I wasn't prepared to do that. I told it to make it to that tune, but it didn't. I don't know if it's like a copyright thing, but it put it to like the same kind of pattern. Hey, what's up, sun-kissed homesteader? How are you today? I want some more of that. Kombucha was good. We still have a little bit left. Since I bottled it, it slowed my kids down on drinking all of it. Yeah, I don't know if it could actually like use its music or not. You were judges by AI? Yeah. Faux show. I gotta do cranberry again. Hey, doing good. Planted more in the garden. Woo woo! I need to go out and water my volunteers tomorrow. See if any of my peas are coming up. Oh, I was judged by AI. Yeah. It was like, you can't do Last Friday Night. You can have a pop song, but you don't get Last Friday Night. Crazy AI. No, I told it like common ADHD issues, gave it like a list of different things to potentially include. I could show you what I told it here. I'll tell you what I said. Oh, I told it. Okay, can we go back? AI music generator. Where's it at? ADHD song lyrics. So I told it, I have a song in my head. It's set to the tune of Katy Perry's Last Friday Night, and it's about ADHD. So when she says last Friday night, it's ADHD. And the part where she sings about what she does, I want the lyrics to be about common ADHD issues. Like starting lots of tasks and not finishing them. Hyper-focusing on tasks, but not what you should be doing. Starting laundry and forgetting. Never folding laundry. Leaving piles lying around called doom piles. Becoming obsessed with different things and losing interest. Seeing a text and forgetting to respond. Doing extra tasks when you're supposed to be leaving the house. What do you think? Is that a good idea? And ADHD was like, I love this idea. ADHD struggles are so relatable. And the setting is setting it to an upbeat, chaotic energy of last Friday night is chef's kiss perfection. Here's a rough lyric. Tonight I made a hash. So this is breakfast sausage. Good night, Suni. Onions and potatoes and garlic powder, paprika. Hello, doggy. Come on in. Turn the lights on. And then I just finished my milk kefir. Speaking of milk kefir, I have grains for you, miss. So whenever you're ready, we can set up the payment. It's like $5 for shipping, and I can send it out on Monday morning. You'll have kefir grains by next week sometime, depending on how far you are. Usually it takes like 4 or 5 days if I ship it regular shipping. I'm gonna make some eggs to go with my hash. Heating up my cast iron. You know, I'm always making something. This is avocado oil. Yeah, they're ready. It actually kind of put me in a pinch. Having to fold laundry and go to bed. Good night, Carrie. So executive functioning of you. Good job. Oh, good job, girl. My laundry is super not folded. I've been working that 2-basket method over here. ADHD style. You got your dirty basket and you got your clean basket. It's bad. It's really bad. But it works. And everybody in my house does it. We are not a laundry putting away kind of family. My husband does it. My kids do it. We just all have baskets of clean laundry. Remind me, it was downstairs waiting for me. Oh, my ADHD song reminds you, huh? It's pretty terrible. We're bad about doing laundry. You're welcome. Yay, folding laundry as we speak. That, my friend, is body doubling. Body doubling at its finest. Love that for you. I should do laundry folding live stream. Yeah, I should probably lay the groundwork for that to be easy for them by doing the dishes tonight. That would probably be smart. At least start their day off with an empty sink and an empty dishwasher. Save them a little bit of trouble. We'll see how they do. Like, I have one ask. All I want is to not wash dishes today. That's it. I did your kombucha workshop. My new kombucha bottles arrive tomorrow. Yay! Second ferment. No, you don't have to add juice. You could do tea. You could just add a little sugar or honey to it. It does not have to be juice. But juice does make it taste really good. It's totally up to you. So if you do a sweet tea, you just want to brew like a strong tea, just like your first batch of kombucha, and add some honey or sugar to it. And then fill your bottle up like 3/4 of the way with kombucha and top it off with that sweet tea. And it'll eat the sugar out of the tea, or it'll eat the sugar out of the juice. So it's going to make it a lot less sweet than what you put in there. So don't really worry about it being super high sugar, because as it ferments, it's also fermenting the sugar out of the juice. So this is not very sweet. It's pretty tart. It has just a hint of sweetness left from the juice. That's it. It doesn't stay very sweet. I'm excited for you though. Kombucha's so easy and yummy. My clients are like, what? That was it? Like, yeah, it's not hard. It just takes a little time and then it sits. It's not a hard concept at all. You can brew some tea, you can pour a thing, you can make kombucha. The hardest part of kombucha is waiting. That is the hardest part. Do you have any ideas of what you want to do for your second ferment? I've done so many different things. You could put whole fruit in there too, but it gets crazy when it has that much fiber. It'll make the microbes go nuts, and then it ends up being explosive. Hey, thanks. I'm glad I can help. I try to help. I do what I can. I mean, what's the point of accumulating all of this information if you don't share it with anybody? My brain is chock full of interesting stuff. It makes sense to share it. I feel like it would be wasteful to not do it. Do all foods require a second ferment? No, you don't have to second ferment the veggies. You technically don't have to second ferment kombucha. You can drink it straight. You don't have to ferment kefir second time. It just makes it taste better. Yeah, none of them require a second ferment. It's just to add more flavor and make it taste more palatable. Even with like water kefir, you could make the first batch of water kefir and just drink it straight up. You don't have to second ferment it, but generally you add stuff in to make it taste like a soda or whatever you want. I used to love, when I made water kefir, I would make a cream soda with it. So you just take like vanilla and sugar and add that to the second ferment. It was so good. Super, super yummy. But now that I make the sarsaparilla one, that root beer, it's so delicious. Super yummy. Yeah, you don't have to. It's not required. That one's so good. I need to figure out, my friends are letting me house their freeze dryer because they bought it and they just left it in the box and it's just been sitting at their house. And so I messaged them and I was like, hey, so it makes me really sad thinking about that freeze dryer just sitting in your house not being used. Would you want to maybe bring it to my house and I'll freeze dry anything you want for you and I'll eat the electrical cost? And they were like, okay. Yay! So yeah, I'm about to be the host of a freeze dryer. You're so welcome, Kathy. It's pretty straightforward. That's just, second fermenting's just for fun. You don't have to. It's not necessary. This dog, she wants to go back outside. She's in and out, in and out. I want to do flavors from kombucha. What do you use for flavors? Example, mango and some fruity stuff. Yeah, you could definitely do mango. You could do, I've done pineapple, I've done strawberry, I've done cranberry, I've done grape juice, I've done tea. Chai tea is really, really yummy. Yeah, I know, I'm so excited to be the host. I'm going to make some awesome things. So what I'm hoping for is I'm going to freeze dry a bunch of cultures. And I'm hoping that I can freeze dry the kefir soda culture and make it so that I can ship the kefir soda culture. Because currently, as it stands, the kefir soda, I can't like send the soda because it's so like bubbly and active, it would just explode. So I'm hoping that I can make a big batch of like plain coconut water kefir soda, freeze it, freeze dry it, and then like powder it and see if it'll reactivate, because if it will, then I can start sharing that culture with people. And then also I want to freeze dry yogurt plus culture. Do you want some dinner? There's food. It's hash.
Okay.
Yes. Donovan wants it.
Oh, now I see what you mean.
Yeah, I think it'll work. I'm fingers crossed, and I want to be able to freeze dry kefir grains.
Can I please have a bowl?
Yeah.
I won't really.
Don't over serve. You can always come back for seconds, Donovan. Okay?
I know.
Thank
I
you.
was just serving me this one.
Last time he over served and then he didn't eat it all. Dinner time.
Not really that hungry.
You're not that hungry? Okay. It is delish. Sit at the table. Yeah, so fingers crossed. I hope it'll work, because I would love to. Well, my big motivation is I have that conference that I'm speaking at in October, and I looked into bringing in the cutting edge cultures, their cultures like a wholesale, to sell them at the convention. But they charge like $16 to $18 just for a little packet with 4 tiny packets of freeze-dried stuff in them. And then I have to charge $25 to $30 to the customer. And I was like, it seems a little excessive. Like, I don't really want to spend all of that money up front to buy all of those cultures, to have to charge people that, I don't know, it just seems like a lot. I feel better about the idea of freeze drying it all myself, packaging it myself, and then charging the customer 15 or whatever bucks instead of 30. Like, I don't know. That's just me. If I have the ability to do it myself, I want it to be accessible. Like, I get charging money, but realistically, those 4 packets that they have in that little bag, that might have cost them 50 cents to make. Maybe. So to charge $15 for the wholesaler, and then to charge $30 to the, it's just, it's too much. It's too much. Like, their retail cost should be $15. It's 4 tiny packets. 4 of them. Like, that's, $30 is too much. But I did it. I bought it because I know that it's like, I can use it forever and ever. But on the same token, do I think that that's how much it should cost? Not really. Like, I think it's a little overpriced. So that's just where I'm at. If I can make it all myself and save these people that are interested in money, because they don't need 4 packets. They just need 1 little packet. They don't need that much. Yeah. So that's where I'm at.
7 seconds.
Just kidding. Hungrier than you thought. I don't know. I'm not in the business of ripping people off if I can help it. Even like my skincare. Like some of these people with tallow, they charge like $80, $90 for an 8-ounce jar of tallow. And I'm like, that probably cost you maybe, if you used really expensive essential oils, maybe $10 to make. $90 for an 8-ounce jar of tallow is highway robbery. Too much. You better have real ass gold in there for me to be paying $90 for tallow. That is bonkers. When my friend showed me, she's like, this is the one I've been using. She looked it up on their website. $90? Are you kidding me? I'm like, I can make that for $4. Like less than $4. It better like turn me into a live cochina doll or something for $90 for 8 ounces of tallow. Cuckoo bananas. I cannot with the way people price these things. I charge for a 4-ounce jar, I charge $15. $15 at the farmer's market. And it even has like nice essential oils in there. $15. For my tallow stick, $15, like everything is $10, $15, $20. Like, you cannot. This is how I ended up making all of the things though, because I see the prices of stuff. The very first thing I started making, the calendula nipple balm. My friend gifted me this little tiny 1-ounce jar of this calendula nipple balm. And I was like, oh, I love this so much. And so I went to Natural Grocers to get a replacement jar. $30 for this dinky little jar. I'm like, what is in here? What is in here? Why is it $30 for 1 ounce? There better be a pearl in the middle of it or something. Like $30? Are you kidding me? That is excessive. I went home. This is what started me on my herbalism journey. I went home and looked up, what is calendula? And I found it. And I went on Amazon and I was like, calendula leaf, how to infuse oils. And I taught myself how to do it. And guess what? I made 12 jars of it for less than $30 in materials. And I gifted them to my friends. Yeah. I want a surprise in the middle for that price. Legitimately. It better give me a back massage for that price. It better watch my kids for that price. Yeah, I made 12, but not 12 small jars. I made 12 8-ounce jars for $30. This is what I'm talking about with the rip-offness. And so I sold the 5-ounce jars after I gifted them to all my friends. The next batch I made, I started selling the 8-ounce jars for $5 a piece. Better make me forever young. For $90, it better reverse my age by 10 years. Like, legitimately. I cannot. I mean, I know tallow's amazing, but it's not impossible to find or a rare commodity. That is something you can make at home. It is not that hard to make your own tallow at home. It is not. Sure, it takes a little effort. It's not $90 hard. I will sell to people in person. I sell to people that I know pretty well on here, because I know that they know what I'm about and what it's good for, and they're not gonna like assume that I'm an Amazon, and they understand that shipping takes time and that things are handmade. So there's been a couple people on here that I've sold to, but I'm not trying to sell to everybody, because I'm one person and I have a limited amount of supplies and I have a limited amount of time, and I don't like the online sales culture. I really don't. I accidentally sold one thing through my website because I didn't pull the stuff down when I reactivated it, and something sold and I was like, oh no. So I fulfilled it because I'm like, okay, she ordered it, I'm gonna send it to her. Within a day, she was sending me emails asking where her product was. And I was like, I shipped it. It's gonna be there whenever the U.S. Postal Service gets it there. She emailed me again the next day, where's my product? And I was like, listen, lady, I'm a small business. This is not Amazon. I am one person. I make everything by hand. I package everything myself. I shipped it USPS. This is the tracking information. It'll get there when it gets there. And she was like, oh, sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm like, I am not selling things to strangers online anymore. I'm not. I will sell to people that I have communicated with, that know what's going on, that understand it might take a week and 2 days to get there, that understand that it's normal shipping, like, that know me, you know? I am not with randos. I can't. It is too stressful. People are in this, like, want everything immediately. I won't. I can't. That, like, set it in stone for me, because I had already had, like, my doubts about selling products, and my husband's like, sell products, and my friends are like, sell products, and I was, like, hesitant, and then that happened, and I was like, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. So, yeah, I can be persuaded. If you know me from here and we've communicated, I will potentially send you something if you want to buy from me, but random strangers on the internet, no. Oh no, it dries out your skin, Shirley. Are you still in here? It is, it's on-demand culture. People want everything instantly, and that's not what I want to do. That's not what I'm trying to do. Let me answer this DM really quick. She said it dries out her skin. One sec. Yeah, it's not sustainable. Yeah, random strangers are an issue. It's too much. It's not worth it. Oh, getting warm. Get warm. All right, I need to fry some eggs. I'm gonna turn. You guys can't see it anyway. Let me switch this. That's hot. Turn this down below. Turn this up higher. I definitely get why, like, Melly reps products and she doesn't sell her own stuff, because it's a lot. It's involved. in-person sales, I love. You drinking some kombucha? I love to talk to people. I love to be with people. I like to help people, but I can't with strangers. My pan is a little bit too hot. There we go. Yeah, selling to strangers is bad. Yeah, I only use cast iron. Yeah, I don't like, I don't know. There's too many variables. Little Maldens. I wonder if my husband's in or out. Of course, I'm happy to share my knowledge. That I have in spades. And I don't have to ship it. Y'all can just watch it later, which is nice. It's nice to not have to package anything. Guess what I don't have to put a label on? The stuff that's in my head. I don't have to package it up and ship it. I just bought that salt to try. I usually use French gray salt. I love the Maldens. It's my favorite. It tastes so good. I love this hash with a nice runny egg yolk. So good. Like the sauce. Alright, I'm gonna plate this up. I definitely did not get enough protein today, so I'm gonna do a big bowl. This is probably 12 ounces of, it was buffalo. This is buffalo breakfast sausage mixed with pork breakfast sausage. I wanted to try the buffalo. It tastes really good. And then buffalo and pork. So this is probably 50 grams of protein. And then I'm going to add the eggs. So each egg is 8 grams of protein. So 16, 32 grams on top of that. So we're looking at close to 100 grams of protein in here. That's what I'm talking about. People are like, how the heck am I going to eat 90 grams of protein in a day? I'm like, bro, 6 ounces of ground beef is 40 grams of protein. So 6 ounces is not that much. That's less than a cup. That's less than this. That's 3/4 of a cup. That's not that much food. In the grand scheme of things, that's not that much food. They're like, how in the heck? It's not. It's not that hard. And ideally, you want 1 gram of protein per pound of your ideal body weight. So my ideal body weight's probably 140-ish is probably where I'm most comfortable. So that's 140 grams of protein to sustain my muscle mass on my body. And after the age of 30, you need that much protein just to maintain proper hormones. So the reason why 90% of the women I talk to have messed up hormones is because they are not eating enough protein to sustain their hormones. That includes your thyroid. That includes your estrogen, your progesterone, your testosterone. All of those things cannot be created in the body if you do not have enough fuel to create them. That's why their hair is falling out. That's why they have brain fog. That's why they're tired all of the time. Because they're not eating enough. Yeah. You need to up it. Yeah. It might be incremental. You might have to add 1 or 2 extra bites of protein with each meal. But in the grand scheme of things, adding 50 grams of protein to your day could look like this. It could look like drinking a quart of kefir as an afternoon snack. That's 40 grams of protein. It could look like having 2 slices of cheese and 2 hamburger patties. That's usually close to 60 or 70 grams of protein. So just knowing like about how much protein is in what portion of food helps a ton. I need to do like a visual guide. I have it written out of how much of what is 40 grams of protein. Because if you do 40 grams of protein 3 meals a day, right? 40, 80, 120. That's almost there. And then if you have a snack, right? Then you have a snack. You've got 140 grams of protein right there. And guess what? When you eat enough protein, yeah, it's in my meal plan. When you eat enough protein, you're not hungry for junk. I started making yogurt bowls with kefir mixed in as my first meal. Yum! That sounds delish. Hard egg whites are my favorite snack with hummus. Ooh, that sounds good. I bet you could take the yolks from the hard whites and blend them in with a hummus to make the hummus extra more nutrient dense. That would probably be a good way to do that. That made me just think of like mixing the yolks. Do you guys like deviled eggs? I could eat like 50 deviled eggs. I could eat 100 deviled eggs. It makes me think of like taking the yolks from the eggs and mix those with hummus and then piping those back into the egg white. That sounds good. Oh my gosh. That sounds really good to me. Never met an egg I didn't like. Nice. Dude, deviled eggs are delish. I love a deviled egg. I love a deviled egg. Ooh. Alright, I'm getting text messages. I need to eat this food. I am hungry. It's getting late, so I am going to hop off. I will talk to you guys. Maybe not tomorrow. Probably Monday. Alright, talk to you guys soon. Bye!